Hi, good evening, everyone. Thanks for joining me in this video. This is Wednesday, the 8th day of April 2026. If you look at this picture, you can search it on Google, on Facebook. This picture will be familiar to you. Yeah, that was one of the bombs that was, should I say, excavated, that was dug out of the ground in Enugu State last year from this Ochima community, if I'm right. Yes, it's Ochima community. This Ochima community is what I want to talk about because ever since there have been a lot of report, a lot of issues in Ochima community. And first of all, let me introduce this village that this bomb was discovered. Ochima community is in Igbe local government area of Enugu State, and it is in Nsoka senatorial district. So, in case there are some people who don't know this particular place, or if you are in Enugu State, if you reach Ogbede Market Junction, any bike can take you through the federal road to Enugu, the 9th mile, if you are going to Nsoka. So once you see one more dead signboard written "Welcome to Igbo then the first community there is Ochima community. So I think this illustration is very important for people who want to go and verify what I'm saying. Now, before I made this video, at least I've heard from more than 11 people from that community as first-hand information. I have not been there. I did not go there. But at least I have communicated with people who are from there. I have received the communication from the king there. On the part of the Nigerian army, I have received communication from their own part. There is a major and serious problem in this community, and it is related to insecurity because the people in this community are no longer feeling safe. Every now and then, people's BP is going high. Why? They are hearing guns every day. Every day gone. Their farm produce, everything. They can't even go to farm again. The Nigerian soldiers are there. What are they doing? They were able to interview some soldiers who were coming out in the community. So they came close to them to interview them. They said they are working for Tinubu. That is not an explanation. However, Nigerian army have also received official communication regarding this, but they have not responded officially. The reason why I'm saying this is that if Nigerian army, let me start from there, want to do a training ground, they should do a training ground not inside town where they can scare civilians. By the way, this bomb that I just showed you, they dug it out of this community. How would fighter jet be throwing this kind of bombs in where people, in a community that there is no crisis at all? Now, apart from this, the Nigerian army, inside where people are living, inside community, they build a very high fence. So every minute, gun is, people are hearing the gunshot. Now, in talking with the Nigerian army, they said they build it because they don't want bullet to go out and hit another person. Like, this is controversial. It is controversial. The reason why I started saying this is because I know that, yeah, this case has been taken to court already. I have dug deep about this issue. So I discovered that they took this case to court. Even the community don't know who gave this land to these people, but sources privy to, to some persons said that it was one powerful politician who is also working for APC. But that is not the issue now. The issue is that the people are no longer secured. People are supposed to feel free when they are living close to either military barrack or police barrack, all those things, but these people are no longer safe. And not only making this video, I have been able to do one or two things, that was even where I discovered that the case is already in court. But who owns the court? If actually the federal government have what they are doing there, according to what they said that they are working for Tinubu, there is nothing you can do in court. Because Nigerian judiciary is like a branch of executive, where what the president wants happen. They can delay the case to infinity. You are not going to do anything. But I'm saying this because the traditional ruler is not in support of this. The people are not in support of this. And when it comes to land issue, it belongs to the state, not the federal government. So up to Peter and what is going on? You see, these are the ways people come into many communities. Now, don't misquote me. I have seen 5 places from across the country where soldiers came, build houses, do something like this. At the end, they will hand it over to some people. I don't want to Like the ones I know, they will hand it over to people who might not even be Nigerians. They'll start residing there. They tried it in Edo State. They were taking lands in Edo State. Do you remember? But then later, I don't know, Obabini is powerful. They stopped them at a time through influence. But in Enugu State, what is going on? What is going on? That this community that they have sent bombs upon bombs on last year without any crisis. Why must you shoot bomb? Why must you throw this kind of weapon in a place where they don't have any crisis at all? What are you trying to create? Now, they said that they are having something like Operation Sweep. They are still going to the southeast. And to the best of my knowledge right now, southeastern Nigeria is the most peaceful region in Nigeria right now. So the southern Nigeria, especially southeast, up to the Niger Delta part, not because there is no crisis in these areas, but at least is the most peaceful area as I speak to you now. The most peaceful area compared to what we are seeing in Kwara State, Ondo, Ekiti, Kogi State, Benue, Borno, Sokoto, Bauchi. These areas, it seems to be no-go area. So why can't they deploy troops to all these areas? Now, if the Nigerian army, if they need 39 location, 39 terror strongholds location, I can willingly give it to them for free. I'm not going to collect money for it. I will give you the intel. I will give you the strongholds. But you know why? They don't need it from me. They know already. They know these 39 terror strongholds, major terror strongholds. By the way, Shegumi used to visit them with the army, police, DSS. He used to visit all these terror strongholds. And that is why he was confident to tell you that Tinubu knows the names of these terrorists. He knows their location. And he have their phone number. He said he knows them by their names. So, you can't be saying that prodigal sons are terrorists in the north. Boko Haram is a prodigal son. ISWAP is a prodigal son. Mahmuda is a prodigal son. Mahmoud Dawa, this new terrorist, is a prodigal son. Al-Qaeda is a prodigal son. ISIS are prodigal children. All of them, prodigal. They are your brothers. Then you now go to the southeast, start Operation Sweep to kill innocent citizens. Does that make sense? It seems that they have seen Southeast like a very hard place to conquer, and they send these people there to do what exactly? I'm saying this because no one is talking about this. No one is talking about this. So it's important the Nigerian army comes out clean. And the Minister of Defense, Christopher Musa, you are ahead. You are the leader of all these what is it called, service chiefs. The Minister of Defense is the leader, like the governing body above these military chiefs. What are you actually doing in the southeast again, Christopher Musa? Which kind of operation streets? Where Benue people, Plateau State, Bauchi, every day they are dying like flies. What are you doing in the southeast? And what is your response? An application has been filed to your office. What is your response to what is going on in Enugu? What is your response? See, I don't know how people, what you think, what you reason. I want you to Google this. 436 Boko Haram was arrested in Abia State. Google it. That was in 2016. Immediately Buhari assumed office. In Enugu, some Boko Haram members were arrested, and many of them who infiltrated the booths were chased out. Nobody asked. Upon the infiltration of Boko Haram in the southeast, people were able to keep them away. And today, southeast is a little bit peaceful compared to other places in Nigeria. Nobody is asking how people were able to do this. Oh, you think that this Benue, Southern Kogi, that is the Agba West and all those areas, Kwara State, you think that these places, that there are more terrorists in these places than the ones that came to Southeast? That is not the truth. People chase them away. People chase them away. And, the establishments are not happy that they didn't succeed the invasion in the Southeast. Now, recently, you saw what happened in the Niger Delta, where all these Fulani people came, headed to Port Harcourt, down to there, you saw dead bodies. The Niger Delta ex-militants, they waste them, telling them that, no, this place is a no-go area. That is the way, the whole old eastern region, that is the way they are. Unless you are trying to use their politicians like what they did, politicians, especially the governors, according to Purpose of them, the governors now started creating politics of insecurity and they call it IPOB. Ask Hope Uzodinma. They create IPOB, like counterfeit IPOB and ESN, constitute nuisance, blame it on Nnamdi Kanu. Now, to the greatest surprise, all those people you know constituting nuisance, none of them have been arrested till today. Why didn't the government arrest them if they are not using them? These are logical questions people should ask. You didn't arrest them. Well-known people connected to politicians answering ESN and IPOB. Why didn't you arrest them? Is anybody bigger than government? That is what people should be asking now. So this is the situation that is going on in Ochima community. Yeah, I've really done a lot of investigation about this community and I've reached out to so many people about it. So before I come to do video, I have done what I'm supposed to do about it. And since the case is in court, so the court asks everything to be, to be pending till they pass judgment. But nobody knows if they will even sit for the case or not. We are in Nigeria. We are in Nigeria. So if you are from this community, let me know what is going on. Tell me your mind. Tell me what you know about this thing that I'm talking about. If you know this community, even though you are not from there, if you have, heard what is going on or you have been there, even though you are not from there, that you have been there, still let me know in the comment section what is actually going on. We can't continue like this.